Hey guys, welcome to vlogmas day 6. Today I'm gonna give y'all my everyday college makeup routine. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this until I go back to campus, but I really need a video going up today for vlogmas day 6, obviously, and I promise this is my last sit down video for vlogmas. Tomorrow will be back to a normal vlog. I'm just gonna get into makeup because that's what y'all came for. So I'm just gonna do a disclaimer here. My everyday makeup that I normally do isn't the like, oh, mascara and lip gloss. If you're that kind of natural, this is not the tutorial for you. But if you like to do your makeup using 20 different products every single day, then this will be for you, because I have too much makeup to not be using them all. So normally I wash my face, do all that. I already did it. Lotion on. I have very dry skin, like my skin is like mostly dry around my nose area. So anyways, I do my eyebrows first. Normally I use this NYX the brow glue and like this tube. This one will hold anything down. This will keep your brows down. But because I'm out of this and I had this eyebrow gel here. Okay, this is not an eyebrow gel, this is mascara. This eyebrow gel is the NYX Control Freak one. Like if you need a brow gel, like this works, but this one works better, so I'm gonna repurchase this one when I'm done with this one, but this is good for now. So I just like brush out my hairs. I just like to have my layout first for when I go in. Now as my eyebrows like dry, because I don't like to do them wet anymore, I like to do them like dry, so then I use the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Primer, and it's almost out, so I can't really get any. Normally I'd shake this because it looks like this and it looks nasty, but if I shake it I don't get any product out. And so I just put this on my cheeks. That's like my driest part, and I don't put makeup on my forehead, so this primer is not going on my forehead. And try to keep looking down. My mirror is down here. I like to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer also, and I just put this basically where I put the other ColourPop primer. And then normally I use the Tarte, the Poreless Putty. Did I say Poreless Putty? That's e.l.f. I used a Tarte like Timeless Smoothing Primer, but I lost it and I think it's in Kyle's car somewhere, but he can't find it either. But anyways, because I don't have that, I use the NYX Pore Filler Primer, and I just put this like in my T-zone or wherever my pores would be, which honestly I don't have that many pores, but I still like to put this here or like anywhere that's like textured. So I put this here and I put it on my chin because my chin likes to break out, and then I put this also in like my mustache area. I don't know, it just makes me feel better, and then I just like push everything in. And now those are the primers that I put on for right now, and now we're gonna go back to my eyebrows. And I normally use the Violet Voss Best Life palette. Well, this is what I've been using now, and I take the shade Holiday because it's just a black. I just take it on like an angled brush that has this is from Morphe. And normally I do my right eyebrow first for me, and then I do my left, and y'all gonna see how I do it. I'm gonna speed it up. And I know my eyebrows are looking a lot whack. I just haven't waxed them in months, so I need to wax them. I'm long overdue. I actually need to do that before my trip. So we're just gonna ignore them for today, and we're just gonna act like everything's all right. Now I go back to my primer because obviously not done with primer. Then I take my e.l.f. Power Grip one. When I first bought this, I was really confused on if I liked it or not. I still don't know if I like it or not, but this routine that I've been doing, I've done it every day for like 3 months, and it holds up my makeup all day. Like literally, I did my makeup probably like at 7 in the morning, and then I kept the makeup on. I went to a club. I got back at like 3 in the morning and it was still on. Not even lying. I don't even touch up my makeup like ever. Now once I'm done with that, I take the Smashbox Primer Water. Like I said in my makeup declutter, I love this. The foundation I use is a L'Oreal True Match Hyaluronic Tinted Serum in the shade 5 to 6, and this is how mine looks. It's really empty. I have a new one here. I'm not using it yet. I can still scrape out the bottoms. Like this cap does not reach all the way to the bottom, so what I have to do is I just take a brush here and I mix it down here and I just wipe it on my face because I'm trying to get every drop of this. But while I do this, let me explain to you about vlogmas. I give every YouTuber who's doing vlogmas praise. Like, good job for you, because vlogmas is really kicking my butt. The thing is, for y'all's day 6, for me it's okay. I'm filming this video on December 6th, but I have to upload a vlog today, December 6th, but this video isn't the one going up. It's another video that y'all would have already seen if y'all decided to watch the video. That's the video that I need to upload, but I'm not filming that until I'm done with this video. But that video needs to get up before this video, so it kind of makes no sense. And the only reason why is because why I'm behind is because on Sunday I just didn't want to vlog. I didn't feel like vlogging. Vlogging like tired me out. Like I did not want to talk to anybody. I did not want to see anybody. And I feel like, I don't know, my vlogs are different because I don't go out much. Like, I do not care to go out like too much when I'm back in Texas. Like, I do not care to go out. So my vlogs here are just me staying in my room basically, or spending money, and I don't have money to be spending, so what am I gonna vlog? I just didn't vlog that day, and then because I didn't vlog that day, it just ruined my whole schedule for this week. Now I'm stuck with 3 like sit down videos back to back, and I don't know if y'all even like the sit down videos. I don't know if y'all like the sit down videos or like the vlogs for real, because personally filming, I like the vlogging. I don't do too much, so like when am I actually vlogging, you know? So I don't know. I just know today that y'all are watching this, tomorrow it's gonna be a normal vlog. Next up, I use 2 concealers. The first one I use is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Full Wear, and it's in the shade 395 Walnut, and then the other one is the Morphe number 2 concealer in the shade Peak of Soft Tan. And I first take the L'Oreal one because it's like my lighter shade. I just take it and I just put it like in the inner corner. I don't try and bring that out any farther. My Morphe concealer, then I take it like on the edges of it. I just like go around it, you know? I don't put concealer anywhere else. I don't know, I'm just not that girl anymore. While I let this marinate on my skin, I take this e.l.f. Putty Primer. Why do I keep saying e.l.f. Putty Primer? e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Bronze Belle on a Morphe brush that looks like this. I don't know, you can use any like brush for cream. I actually hit pan on it twice, so super cool. And I just put it as where my bronzer would be, and I blend it out with this brush too. And I'm very like heavy-handed with my bronzers. I like the bronze look. And now I'm gonna take the Revlon Color Stay Skin Awakening. This is a concealer, but I got it in the shade 80, so it's like a contour, and I really like the wand. It reminds me of that like Charlotte Tilbury one. That's why I got it. And I just use a little bit, and I just contour a line, and I just like keep it to the front. Like, well, I keep it to the front. I don't know what I'm saying because one line's back, one line's front. I don't know. And then I just take my sponge and I blend it. And I don't really care if it's like a harsh line, like blend it out on my nose, because I still have to put concealer, powder, and all that. Like, if it's like a harsh blend, it's gonna get covered up eventually. I like to take my Anastasia cream, I was gonna say contour. Why am I saying everything the opposite? Anastasia cream blush stick in the shade Peachy Queen, and it looks like this. Okay, I'm pushing it up the wrong, okay, forgot how to use it. e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush, and I just put it where I put blush. I like the really blush look. I go heavy hand on blush and bronzer because by the time we're done with all that, our concealer should be already marinated and good. Now I'm gonna put some Morphe concealer on my eyelids, and I just put a little bit just so that I can like blend it out. Then I take my Morphe M173 brush and I just blend it out, and I just look down while blending because I don't want any creases, and I start at the outside parts to blend it out to my blush. I also drag it onto my nose, and now I do above my eyelids. It's not to carve out my brows, it's just so that my eyelids are all like one shade. So now once that's done, I take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder in the shade Banana. I also use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge because it's small and it reaches into my little eye hole crevices. So first I like to go back over, make sure everything's not creased. I like to do my under eyes first, and I press it into my skin. Then I blend out my top of my eyelids, and I take the same powder. Now I take the BR True Complexion Loose Setting Powder in the shade Banana also, and I also take out the same sponge because it's just a banana powder same. I put this everywhere else, and normally I start with my chin and then go up my T-zone and cover my whole entire nose. This powder smells awful. And then I go underneath my cheekbones. Really just to set my foundation. I don't set my bronzer or blush with powder because I'm gonna put on powder, blush, and bronzer on, but I do set my forehead. Did I ever put the Hydro Grip primer on my forehead? Because I have dry skin, I don't let this bake, I don't let this sit, I don't do nothing with it. I wipe it off as soon as I'm done, and I start with my lower cheek and then go into my mouth area, and my forehead is the last to get wiped off. Now that I look like this and I kind of look really stupid, I set my face with the e.l.f. Stay On Night one, the green one, and I drench my face in this. So while it's getting drenched, I use mascara, and I put on the ColourPop volumizing mascara. I don't like to have put on lashes when my mascara is not dried. Now as I wait for my mascara and face to dry, I like to put on glue on my lashes already because I put on my lashes at the end of my step, but I like to have it already like dried down basically, so when I put it on it just sticks where I put it on. So I use the cat, bro, what is wrong with me and not knowing to pronounce stuff? I use the Kiss Lash Couture Masterpiece in Hot Couture. They look like this. These are my everyday lashes. I just bought 2 more. This Duo Lash Glue because this is the one that I have on hand. Normally I like the House of Lashes one because those ones don't burn my eyes. These ones kind of do. I realized if I just put them on once they're like fully dry, they don't burn, but if I put them on while they're wet, it will burn. Once I've already put on my glue and all that, I like to bronzer. I normally use 3 different bronzers. Lately I've been using this Wet n Wild contour one just because I'm trying to finish this bronzer. But if I was to like choose, this Juvia's Place one is my favorite bronzer. It's in the shade Tan, and I just dip both and I just stop whenever I feel like I want to, but I tap off everything because this is pigmented. And now eyebrows, and I bring this all the way up and then do the other side. And now I strictly like for my forehead, I do this, but I don't tap it off because my forehead has no makeup on it, so I want it to like look bronzy like how it's supposed to look. So I just like push this, and I push this everywhere on my forehead. I want my forehead to be darker. So once I'm done with that, now I take this Too Faced bronzer in medium deep. And honestly, I don't know who they're fooling that says medium deep, but apparently they're fooling me because I still use it. I just use this for my nose contour, and I use a Morphe M431 brush, and then I just contour my nose, which honestly I don't care to like actually make my nose smaller. I just need some like color on my nose. While I'm on my nose, I like to highlight also, which I use a Tarte Center highlight, which I'm trying to finish up because it literally looks like this. I'm taking on a Morphe brush, and now we're going into my favorite part, which is the blush. And this blush I've been dying to tell y'all about because this is my absolutely holy grail everyday blush. It is the Flower Beauty blush, and it is in the shade Peach Primrose. This shade is so pretty, and then I use it on a Morphe Real why am I saying Morphe? I use it on a Real Technique. I use it on a Real Techniques brush on, it's called 405, and it's just like angled, and so it like fits your cheek really well. I just like push it in here and I tap it off because this is pigmented, and then I put it on my cheeks. I know on camera I'm looking really clownish, but in person I still kind of look clownish, but I like that look in person. On camera it's a little too much. Now I line my lips with the NYX lip liner in the shade Brown, and I do tend to overline my lips by a little bit. I take the NYX butter gloss in the shade Creme Brulee, and I just put this on everything. Once I'm done with my lips, then I go and I put my lashes on, and these lashes are just perfect everyday lashes. And then I put on bottom mascara, and then this is normally where I realized, oh, I kind of wish I wore eyeshadow. So then I just take the Urban Decay Moon Dust like single shadow in the shade Space Cowboy, and then I take it on an e.l.f. crease brush that's like flat at the top, and I just dip it in, dab it everywhere on my eyelids. I like to dab and not swipe, just so that it gives me a little bit of glitter, but not like shadowy glitter. And then I go back in with my Tarte highlights and I put it in my inner corner. I set my face and I use the Maybelline Lasting Fix setting spray, and I'm done with my makeup. I hope you guys liked my everyday college routine makeup. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea on like how much makeup you wear every single day, but I like wearing makeup, so I'm gonna wear my makeup. So if you did like it, you guys can comment, subscribe. Also, I need some more recommendations for more makeup to buy because 2 days ago I decluttered my whole entire makeup collection. A lot of openings. So if you guys have any makeup that y'all like, then comment them down below and I'll test them out. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for vlogmas day 7.